This is going to be a short video on how to sketch in your sketchbook. We're going to be playing around with what types of lines to practice with, and then how to draw out something super simple and using our shading techniques to create a little landscape. When you start to draw, you could do all kinds of stuff. You know, if you've never drawn anything before, it would be really good for you to practice, you know, curvy lines. Practice them. Practice curvy lines. Practice straight lines. See, that's not even straight. The other thing is, a lot of times it's good to draw with using your whole arm. Your whole arm, your whole body. You know, use your whole body. You don't have to just use your wrist, okay? We're not just doing this. We're actually doing that. Right? So wavy lines up, wavy lines down. Practice your line work. The more you practice, I know this might be boring, but the more you practice, can you do these little curl guys? Have you ever done a curly thing? Have you ever done a really, really curly thing? A really, 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 really curly line. So practice these. One of the first classes that I recommend has Zentangle in it. And it's called Drip Flowers. And yeah, it's watercolor. I try to make it really fun. We did drip flowers, and then we added all of these, patterns and wavy lines and cross hatch lines to create patterns, curvy lines, zigzag lines. This is how we're practicing, right? So let's draw something that we haven't. I don't know. Let's just draw a rock, maybe. Okay, there's a rock, and it's on a ground, some sort of, And the light. Let's say the light is coming from this direction. Okay, we got this light that I've been drawing, and it's coming from this direction, and it's hitting this rock. So a rock sometimes might have, creases in it and crevices in it that maybe go up like that. And so you're going to want to make that dark, and then maybe something else over here. Maybe not so dark, maybe light. I'm trying to think. We could do light here. Maybe the shadow is, maybe the light is hitting here and there's a shadow that goes down like that. And then maybe this whole rock has a shadow. So we're going to put in a shadow underneath. And I could put in a shadow this way. Maybe it goes out like that. And this rock, I don't know, maybe. Okay, and then maybe next to this rock is, I don't know, maybe some flowers. I don't know. We could draw some flowers. You can stipple in some flowers. See how we're using all these other techniques that we just talked about. We did the stippling, we did curvy line. We're going to create these flowers. You could curve the flowers. You could use curvy lines to kind of make it look like a flower. And we're just sketching. And maybe the flowers have
Maybe some sort of leaves on them. I don't know what these look like. I don't know if this is a real flower or not. I'm just playing around. We're sketching. We're learning how to do this. We're learning how to put in shadows and depth and make things look like they're three-dimensional. I mean, maybe even this leaf is three-dimensional by it has a shadow on one side. So see how I'm putting a shadow on one side of that leaf? It could be that this is darker on one side. As the light's coming down from this way, it'll be dark on the bottom, right? It'll be dark on the bottom. Down on the bottom here, right? So here we just created a little drawing from nothing. We just created a semi-rock and we put some shading into the rock so it looked like it's three-dimensional. We put a shadow underneath it, right? And to make it look like it's three-dimensional. We put some flowers in. We put shading on one side of each of the petals on the petals, and just so it looks like maybe the light is hitting it and it's light above there, it's dark below. I missed one of the leaves. We're going to go in there and make one side of it, it's dark. So it looks like the light's shining down on the petals and on the leaves of this, whatever this is, I don't know. We're just making it up, right? And this is just, we can just scribble around using all of these scribble lines to create a little scene. And because we've practiced all these lines, and we keep practicing lines.
So I hope you enjoyed this little lesson on how to just draw simple lines and then create a simple little landscape.